So let's get started on doing this coolant reservoir. The first thing we want to do is open this up and aim it away from you. And there we are. Let's get underneath the vehicle and drain the coolant. So we made our way underneath the passenger side of the vehicle. On the lower corner of the radiator, you can see the petcock. This is the drain where the fluid's going to come out of. You need to make sure you have a collection receptacle and of course some safety protection like hand protection and eye protection. I've got a little bent rubber hose. I'm just going to use this on this just to kind of direct the coolant where I want it to go. Remove this petcock. Fluid should start coming out, unless it's empty. Make sure you close this up so it's nice and snug. Clean up your mess. Now that we have the coolant fully drained, I'm going to remove this clamp right here. You can use pliers or an actual tool that's meant for it. Just go right on here. Give it a little squeeze. Try to give this a twist to break it free. Okay. There's going to be another hose that's right down here. You can see it right along this area there. Comes up to the bottom of the reservoir. We're going to remove that clamp as well. If you need to see it, that's where it is on the bottom of the reservoir. Give that clamp a squeeze. There we are. Slide that down. Next, we're going to remove our two 8mm mounting screws. There it is. Awesome. If you look at the bottom of the reservoir, you're going to see this little tab. That presses right into the shroud right here. Line it up. Line up your two upper mounting holes. And then start in both those bolts. We're going to snug both these up. Slide the tube up on here. When you slide the hose up, you want to make sure it bottoms out with the ridge that's on the bottom of there. So if your clamp's kind of making it so it won't, you're going to need to fix that. Give that clamp a squeeze. You want to try to get this clamp pretty much back where you got it from. So if you can line up the markings, that would be great. That looks good. Okay. Once you get the clamp on and the hose on, give it a nice twist and tug just to make sure it's securely mounted and the clamp is straight. That looks great. Get this upper hose on there all the way so it's bottomed out. Awesome. Let's get this cap off of here. It's going to be time to fill the cooling system. The best way to do that is to apply vacuum to the system. You're going to see the hoses kind of pull down. That's going to pull out as much air inside the system as possible, and then it's going to fill it up using the vacuum from the system. So I'm just going to put my tool in here. Get my hose ready. Here we go. We're going to watch this valve and make sure it goes up above the 25. Once it goes up and it gets to the point where it stops wanting to go up and it just kind of holds pressure, that's where we'll wait. All right, so that was holding pressure for a while. Now we've got a drawing coolant from inside the buckets. And you're going to see these hoses start to want to come back to their normal state. We're just going to fill up this cooling system, and then once we do, we're going to make sure it's up in between these lines right there, and then we'll run it and make sure we get all the air out. We'll just get this off of here. Now we'll top off the coolant until it gets up to there. Once it is, like I said, we'll run it and we'll wait and make sure that it burps out all its air.